Yeah, it is a machine. You're right. So that's a great analogy. It is a giant machine that gets its feed from universities. It gets its feed from the political sphere. The Americans call it ground game, where the people aren't necessarily elected or running for elected positions, but they have giant swarms of these grassroots activists that sort of get involved in local politics or local community groups or organizations that are semi-formal like the BSA, and they get in there and they do what they're told, they follow the process, but what they're there to do is sort of bend things towards the narrative that their superiors and their political ideology approves of. And they do this over time. This is their career. They are
Mm.
both bureaucrats and political operatives, but the bureaucrats first doing their job. And I think what the right, so to speak, or at least the not left, has been really singularly incapable of doing is creating a really good ground game,
Mm.
because they tend to sort of align with the idea that personal meritocracy is actually what's important, and that you should hire people based on the competency of the job.
What a
Whereas
novel old fashioned idea, Nathan.
it is. It's actually the path to oligarchy, and I like that because done right, it works. If you get the right person for the right job, they can get quite high and influence things. But the other side, the left, that actually has been quite victorious in this long march through the institutions, shall we say, doesn't think like that. They just think, get our guys in there, and we'll deal with things slowly over time as things accrue, power draws towards us, and then we can start to move things along. And I think that there are a lot of supporters of ACT, a lot of supporters of National who are involved in business, who are very competent, but they don't really want to spend their careers in sort of middling level bureaucracy like this. But actually, that's where the power is. And if you can just encourage people, your supporters, to sort of work their way up, get involved, and get in positions, someday, one day, they might actually be the CEO of the BSA, they can start to bend things in the other direction. And you shouldn't be shy about doing this. This is not anti-political. This is not incompetence. This is not the idea that you're not playing the right game or playing by the rules. No, these are the rules. This is how you play politics. You capture and you bend. And that's just, if you're not ready to play that game, you're going to lose to people who are.